Hey everybody, it's Famine from Famine Studios, and I wanted to give you guys some world building items under 10 bucks. And with Stranger Things coming out, the market is going to be saturated with merchandise, and you can see my filthy hands as I was painting previously. But I found some things, all of them under 10 bucks, and one of them that caught my eye was these Stranger Things slime vials. I really struggled to get that damn thing open, the plastic on there. But anyway, I'm so thankful that the creatures that are inside, which are great for world building, are not in the actual slime. The slime is kept separately in a bag. You can get rid of that paper or use it. You know me, I love to recycle. They come with one of 3 different phases of the Demigorgon. I got a couple of newts. That's right, newt, N-E-W-T, not the other word that starts with an N. That sounds like I'm asking you for something risky. But anyway, and I got a Demigog out of the 3 that I got. So, I mean, for the container alone, the price, these are marketed at $9.99 a piece or $9.88 at Walmart, and the container itself is worth the cost. They make great world building storage containers. And speaking of world building, Demigorgons, these figures, the single release 3 3/4 inch / 4 inch Stranger Things figures from Jazzwares are awesome, and they are MSRP at $9.99. Amazon has them up $3 difference from that, but if you go to Walmart and Target, they're both at $9.99, although I do think Walmart does that 88-cent thing for whatever reason, so it's $9.88. Don't overpay for these. But hell yeah, the Demogorgon figure is great, and it comes with 2 different head sculpts. Now these were my pick of the month. These Funko Pop arcade cabinets. They are I believe it's $7.96. You're going to see the picture pop up on the screen here in a minute that I took of the shelf. But who else is putting out a close to 1/18 scale? Hell, you could probably use this for 1/12 if you're feeling nasty. Who else is producing arcade cabinets? A claw machine? Get out of here. Funko really hit the nail on the head. I don't necessarily care for these tiny little pops. I'm probably going to regift that to my girlfriend. She absolutely loves the little aliens from Toy Story. But if you have a Pizza Planet, I know a lot of us use that Pizza Planet playset that people find at flea markets and yard sales. Here you go. You can make up, get a little epoxy sculpt and make a couple of little aliens to stick in there. You could fill it with small toys. You could fill it with 1/18 scale thermal detonators, whatever you want. Put them in there. It opens up in the back. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but it scales great. You can put a little riser under it if you feel like it needs to be taller. But pop that open, load it up. You can put the little alien in there. I'll show you the play feature. I'm not going to do you wrong. I am going to let you see that, but it slides in. But I want mine full of things, for people trying to do that. But for this price, the buttons are painted for where the coin slot is. It's molded on there. It's good plastic. It's really rigid plastic. I thought for sure it'd be kind of like an El Cheapo thing just to showcase that Funko Pop. But man, it's a really great thing. And who else has a claw machine? You can see the claw inside. There's tracks, X and Y axis. So in theory, in Imagination Land, that claw could move around. But for the low price that they're selling this thing at, that is an absolute steal. Bitty Pop Arcade, it's called. And they have a whole handful of them. I was just so blown away. I saw these. I had to check the price multiple times, like looking at it to make sure I had the right item. But then the box can just go back on that little guy. But then I picked up Tron, because you're not going to have an arcade without Tron, right? Easy to get out of the package. You didn't need to see me reopen that because, again, I'll just struggle. But this one's much cooler, I think, because it is a black empty cabinet. You can put the pop in there. I don't want the pop in there, but what you can do is you can stick a image that you printed out inside behind that glass and put a tea light inside or another type of light and have an illuminated screen. You can have an illuminated arcade cabinet in 1/12 scale. It's a little bit short because, it's Funko designed, but also if you have kids in your world that you're going to put in there or shorter human characters, you can go ahead and just set them right next to it, and it's going to scale great. There we go. $7.97. Thank you, Editor Famine. You can place them up on a box, and I want to show you the mint container that usually shows up around the holidays for the Pac-Man machine or the Miss Pac-Man machine. I picked up a few of those last year, and they work really well. I like them as an arcade cabinet. I will show you, because I did promise, it's a little bonus insert in here in the video. I did promise somebody I would show one of mine that I just doctored up for display. But again, you get the cabinets, you get the little Funko Pops. You cannot beat that price, $7.96. So here's my mint arcade cabinet from the Pac-Man machine, just customized, and I gave it a little riser. But with the way the economy is, I wanted to give you guys something that's got its value. I hope you guys have a great time. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe on Patreon, and to sweet me.